Now that Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's Climate Action Plan has passed into law, it's a good time to take a look at what it does. And recently, the Parliamentary Budget Officer, who is independent and nonpartisan, his name is Yves Giroux, did that, and here are some of his conclusions. First of all, he said it'll mean that Trudeau's carbon tax will be $261 per ton of emissions in 2030. If that's accurate, it means the Trudeau government will have broken its promise prior to the 2019 election that the carbon tax would never go beyond $50 per ton of emissions, and its promise after the election it would only go up to $170 per ton of emissions. So what does that mean? Well, Giroux expresses the concern that given Canadians' roles as taxpayers, consumers, and workers, it could hit them pretty hard with prohibitive expenses. Now, he didn't do any direct calculations, but it's been estimated at $261 per ton carbon tax. The cost of gasoline would rise by 62 cents per liter for the carbon tax alone, and the cost of natural gas would rise by 52 cents per cubic meter for that tax alone. But the carbon tax doesn't just apply to gasoline and natural gas. It applies to almost everything. Because we need fossil fuel energy to create almost all goods and services. Giroux also concluded that the Canadian economy would shrink by 1.4% in 2030 because of the carbon tax, and that national income levels for Canadians would drop by about 1.2% on average. But in two hard-hit sections of the economy, the oil and gas sector and the transportation sector, the losses would be in the range of 4 to 10%. And what about the most important thing? Will this carbon tax and the entire climate action plan Trudeau has outlined do what he says it will do, meet his targets? Well, to meet his 2030 target, he's going to have to reduce emissions in 9 years by about 300 million tons. And how's he done so far since he was elected in 2015? They're up by 7 million tons. So it's not looking good. I'm Laurie Goldstein of the Toronto Sun. We're always interested in hearing your views, and please follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and our YouTube channel.